I don't know where your heart is, but mine is feels like really big and really, really open. So I hope yours is too. And if it's not, I can guarantee you that in the next 5 or 10 minutes, it will be. So please welcome back to the stage, Mr. Bob Sima.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Beautiful. Is to weave together. I'm the weaver. Weave together the concepts and the ideas that have been shared this morning. And as I think we did in the first song, I think that one worked out pretty good. So forgiveness is a huge topic for me. I also want to share, I want to start out, I want to activate things a little bit. I know we've all been sitting and kind of looking up and just sort of smiling once in a while, but we need some movement, and I think we need a little bit of activation. So I want to talk for just a minute about one of my biggest passions, which is breath work. And as medical professionals and chiropractors and students, you talk about that vital force. And I think you said this morning, if there's a body laying here and it's alive, and then there's a body laying here and it's not alive, what's missing? Breath. And breath is the same word as spirit, just about every language. So you think about this and you think, okay, so you run around, I teach breath work, I teach people how to breathe. Are you kidding me? But I've experienced some really, really, really powerful life changes. So I want to offer you a few, what do we call them, these life talk life changes? I want to throw a few nibbles at you, okay? You want a new nibble? You want a new life change? What did you do to deserve your next breath? Yeah, a lot of blank stares. Nothing. I didn't do anything. So what is it? It's a gift. So what happens when someone gives you a gift? Do you take it or do you receive? Okay, so this is a paradigm shifter. This is what I'd like you to take away. I don't want you to ever, my friends, don't ever take another breath. Only receive. Okay? So when you own your breath, nothing can take your peace. So we can't control a lot in life, but one thing we can control is our breath. So when the ex walks in, or the person from the childhood or whatever, what's the first thing we do? We locked out our breath. So I'm going to share a song with you here, and we're going to sing a little bit together, and probably can explain it better than I can. You can find me in the silence, I'll be breathing. It's the truest true, it's everything I believe in. Light dances before your eyes, a precious gift to be realized. It leaves you with an indescribable feeling that I'm awake, that I'm alive, I am here. You're gonna sing it. I'm awake, I'm alive, I am here. You wanna get up on your feet, move around a little bit, just stand up for a moment, shake it out. As the air moves in and out of me, I can feel it. It's the Buddha, the Mother Mary, and Holy Spirit. It's every book I've read, the single thread that gets me clearing out of my head, ties my body to my soul, and I'm always near it. And I'm awake, singing, I'm alive, I am here. I'm awake, I'm alive, I am here. Here we go. See, I have spent enough days just barely breathing. Shallow, hollow, empty, it left me feeling disconnected on overdrive, stressed and tempted to dull the ride. Hints of joy, but they were often fleeting. Sing it, I'm awake, I'm alive, I am here. day, and it's always just one breath away. And it's always just one breath away. I have spent enough days just barely breathing. Shallow, hollow, empty, it left me feeling stressed and tempted to dull the ride, disconnected on overdrive, hints of joy, but they were often fleeting. And I'm awake, and I'm alive, and I am here. You know why it feels good to sing? Because you're breathing. I'm awake, I'm alive, I am here. I'm awake, I'm alive, I am here. So the other tip I have for you is LSD. You take your breath, and when you receive your breath, lower, slower, and deeper. That's going to be easy for you to remember, isn't it? Lower, slower, and deeper. So let's receive a few breaths together. Let's do this. We're going to do what's called a 3-breath anchor. I learned this from my teacher, Rabbi Hayek. And what this is going to be, just focus on your belly. Bring your energy down into your belly. So we're not going to breathe it from up here. We're going to start the belly, right? The breath right in the belly. So we're going to bring it in through the nose. Just bring it in. Out through the nose. In through the nose. Just blow it out. Bring it in through the nose. H. I felt so good, we need to do another one. Bring it in. Out through the nose. Bring it in. Blow it out. Bring it in. H. Life force. Prana, chi, energy. The energy flows where the breath goes. You guys can have a seat. I hope you feel better, don't you? Do you feel better? So I want to go back to what Fred was talking about. I hope it's okay that I called him Fred. There's a saying from Crazy Horse, and it was, I think, 4 days before he was assassinated, and he said, I salute the light within your eyes where the whole universe dwells. For when you are at that center within you, and I am at that place within me, we shall be one. So to me, forgiveness is about becoming centered. I can tell you a quick story. I was in a situation with a person who would probably be on my S list. And, well, not anymore, because I've done a lot of work with this, just like as he suggested. And we were in this situation, and she was like raging at me. I mean, literally raging at me. I was backing up. And the little boy in me wanted to just scream at her and just tell her, shut up, you can't say that to me. And I was really getting triggered, and all my buttons were being pushed. And I just, as I've been teaching this breath work, if you control your breath, nothing can take your peace. And I was looking at her, she was raging at me. She had a beer in her hand, and she was like, oh, you did this and that and this. And it was just, and I was just breathing. And I wasn't trying to taunt her or be sort of like, oh, I'm like Mr. Spiritual Guy, but I was just breathing. I was just, and she didn't notice it, so I wasn't being too forefront about it. I was being pretty like low key, but I was feeling more centered as she was screaming at me. And you know what I noticed? She just started to wind down. She just kind of slowed down, and she put her beer down, and she got a little welled up in her eyes, and she's like, I don't know what you just did, but I'm sorry. I just want to give you a hug. So we had a hug fest after that. And that's where this song came from, and it's all about forgiveness and compassion. when the words fell off of your tongue. The damage was already done. When the war inside of you meets the war inside of me, the words are only the gun. When there's two pair of eyes that are blind and broken hearts entangled in their own lives, you get dividing lines, positions and sides. In the middle, the truth silently hides. That we're brothers and sisters, we're mystical whispers of some big and beautiful wind. We're divinely connected, but somehow misdirected by these unending wars within. But we take a long, hard look inside. There's a lot less of ourselves that we'd ever hope to find. We see the blood that flows through you and the breath that's breathing me. It's all one infinite mind. And we're brothers and sisters, we're mystical whispers of some big and beautiful wind. We're divinely connected, we're held and protected when we see each other within. What I see in your eyes is grace, and the reflection coming back means we're of the same place. When the center of you sees the center of me, we take all the suffering away from this place. When forgiveness fell from your heart, its sweet fragrance left its permanent mark. When the peace inside of you meets the peace inside of me, the war is over before it can start. 'Cause we're brothers, we're sisters, we're mystical whispers of some big and beautiful wind. And we're divinely connected, and we're held and protected when we can see each other within. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Dr. Reichman, when you were saying earlier this morning, wouldn't it be cool if we could, like, how do we know we're conscious beings? And, like, get in little work groups and, like, kind of sort that out. We do that in some of our workshops that we provide around the country. We do breath work and sort of these kind of spiritual music, just beautiful workshops where we just go through stuff and we talk about beautiful subjects and we experience, most of it's experience. And we have a workshop called I Am. It's based on this song, I Am. And Shannon, my beloved partner, is just going to walk around and start handing you all a CD because we want to give that to you. I have 4 CDs, and we're just going to give you one. And we do have a table over there if you want to get some more. But she's going to be walking around giving you a CD. So this song was written with the idea of, like, who am I? Am I a conscious being? And it was all these items of non-interest, like, well, my house, my car, my possessions, my bank account. I'm a father. I'm a single father. I'm this. You know what? Like, all that stuff is not really who I am. And we would have done that had we did that workshop that you wanted to do. So we're going to do that during this song. So I just invite you to just think of all the labels that you give yourself and just strip them away as you listen to this song. And then, so the song's called I Am, and it seemed like it was kind of egotistical in a way. I am. So I decided what I would do is I would come up with a final piece at the end of the song, and I would come up with something different. And I didn't know where it was going to come from, but it came from Facebook. Facebook rocks because there's these cool little pictures that people share. It's actually a way to share good consciousness. And you know the picture of the little boys and their feet were in the circle? Did you all saw that picture? I know you did. I don't know if you clicked on it, but a Westerner went over to Africa to do a little experiment with these boys. So there was, I think, 12 of them, and he said, I'm going to put a basket of fruit up at the top of the hill, and I want you to race, and whoever gets to the fruit first gets to keep the whole thing of fruit for himself, or yourself, or herself. And of course, these little boys from Africa looking at this Westerner looked at him like, well, you don't know us very well, do you? So he says, okay, you ready? On your mark, get set, go. And he fully expected them to start to run and race up there. So they held hands and they walked up together. And he was, of course, interested in that. And he said, why did you do that? You know, one of you could have, he said, Ubuntu. Ubuntu means I am because you are. And just as if you take the wolves out of their natural environment, things don't thrive very well. But once you put that back in, everything just works because we're interdependent. And it's a beautiful thing. And that's what this song is about. What's the I behind the I am? Who's the me behind the I through which I see? Am I the watcher, or is there something else that's wanting to be seen through me? See, I've accumulated all these things. They're artifacts, possessions, and names. They try to tell the tale of me, but I am holding on to thinking there's a little bit more to the story. Well, I know I'm not the name you say, the things I own, the roles I play. I know there's something breathing me. So if you take away my name and you take away these things, you're left with only awesomeness, the essence that I came here with, the everything. The I am, the I am. Yeah, you can clap along if you want. Here I stand, my convictions See, I admit to listening to these whispers in my head. You might call me crazy, but you know you do it too. 'Cause you know that there's a voice behind the voice in you. Well, I know I'm not the name you say, the things I own, the characters I play. I know there's something breathing me. 'Cause if you take away my name and you take away these things, you're left with only awesomeness, the essence that I came here with, the everything, the I am, the I am. Well, I know I'm not the moon that my fingers pointing to, and I know that I'm not separate from any one of you. Elementary game, it's an energy exchange. It's the raging river, it's life's grand giver of everything. That I am life's expression. Soul-bound connection, pure reflection of all that is divine. And I am the muse, and I am imbued with a golden hue of light, just like you. Well, I am love, it's what I'm of. I am above, I am below, this much I know. And I am this moment, I am that moment, I'm everywhere, no beginning, no end. And it's weaving in you, breathing in me, it is ever present, everything I am. And I am, you are, we be. That's the Ubuntu, you want to sing it with me? I am, you are, we be. How come I'm the only one singing? I am, you are, we be. Just look across the table, sing it to someone nearby. I am, you are, we be. Oh no, it's getting weird, isn't it? No, it's not. It's opening up the door. I am, you are, we be. Let's send one up to Washington, D.C. I am, you are, we be. I am, you are, we be. I invite you to just put your hand up on your heart. Just receive a nice deep breath. Close your eyes. Just let it out. Just saying one to yourself, the one you've been carrying around all these years. You showed up here at Life Talks to have an experience, to grow your consciousness and your intellect and your intentions and your forgiveness. So just sing one to yourself. I am, you are, we be. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So I want to do one more song for you. This will be this is the Taking It to the Street song. There's always one of those, right? Don't worry, I'm not going to make you do any disco moves. Although I should. I really should. So this song was created out of a necessity, really. Necessity is the mother of invention. I was invited to do a song to open up for the great Marianne Williamson. You know, and she's not just some
she's a big presence. And the name of the event was called Be the Change National Conference. And I was already invited. I could have picked one of my other 35 or 45 songs that I have, but that's just not who I am. I wanted to follow exactly what she says, and I want to bring it home with the song, because that's what I do. And so 4 o'clock in the morning, a couple of weeks before the event, I just popped out of bed. As Rumi says, the morning breezes have secrets to tell you. Don't go back to sleep. So I went down to my rather chilly kitchen, I would say, because we turned the heat down at night. But I was sat in there, and I started to breathe, and I started to bring forth this idea of Rumi. Again, Rumi says, yesterday I was clever. I wanted to change the world. Today, I'm wise. I'm going to change me. And that's where the song came from. So I just want to thank you for singing along and dancing a little bit, and like singing a little bit to the person next to you, and it's a beautiful experience to be here, and just so pleased that you guys put this together, and you did a wonderful job. We should give them a round of applause for this event. This is So we'll take this song to lunch with.
I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to cry about it. I don't want to worry anymore. I don't want to look down from a higher place. I don't need to feel enlightened. I just want to be right here, face to face. I don't want to plead no more, get you to believe no more, convince you and put my hands in my pocket. 'Cause this beautiful world I'm waiting to see, I think I'm done trying to change you. This time I'm changing me. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to fight about it. I don't want to ponder anymore. I don't want to read about it. I don't want to meet about it. I don't want to ask someone else what they think. 'Cause silence is a dangerous thing. Yeah, this bird is telling me it's time to sing. 'Cause I want to walk like it. I want to live like it. I want to feel it in my bones. I want to breathe it in my suffering. So maybe what's one soul will see that this beautiful world we're trying to find, we're only gonna get there when we change. Oh, inside, 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 inside. If you wanna see the light, you gotta be the light, shining on your darkest days. If you wanna see the change, you gotta be the change. Just takes one to show us the way. 'Cause there are hands to be held and stories to tell and hearts that ache to be free, love to share from within, peace to begin. If not you and then who